Alright, so here's a look at the square we're going to be crocheting today. Let's see if I can get a nice angle. It's very pretty when you have it in front of you, but I was having a very difficult time taking a photograph of this stitch. Alright, but here's the front. And here's the back. Alright, so let's get started. You're going to need a chain 28, so it's worked in even multiples. We're going to do the foundation row, 23 rows, so it's a 2-row repeat, and then your bind off. So we're going to begin from a foundation row already crocheted. If you don't know how to do this, you can follow the series by clicking that playlist that I put somewhere up here. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, we are always going to just not mind this first stitch. You already have it on your hook. We're going to begin with a yarn over. So you're going to yarn over twice, and we're going to skip 2 vertical stitches. So skip vertical stitch 2 and 3, and then you're going to knit stitch in vertical stitch number 4. So to knit stitch, just insert your hook between these 2 legs right there, yarn over and pull up a loop. And then we repeat. Yarn over 2, skip 2, knit stitch. Yarn over 2, skip 2, and knit stitch. There you go. For your return pass, this is just a regular return pass, so you're going to yarn over and pull through 1. And for the rest of the row, you're going to yarn over and pull through 2 until you are left with just the 1 loop on your hook. So I'll try to work through this quickly, that way I don't have to stop the camera. I don't know why, there's like a weird thing that happens with my mic and I don't know. Doesn't matter, I'll fix it eventually. Alright, so we have row number 2. Now for this one, if you take a look at the stitch, we have the first vertical stitch right there, and then we have the legs of a second vertical stitch, but you've got a back leg and then a front leg. The front leg for the other stitch is right here, but it's really tiny. Anyway, so we're going to count this as the back leg, the front leg, and then you have a full vertical stitch. And then it just repeats throughout the rest of the row. You're going to cast on using the space in between these stitches. So between the first vertical stitch and that back leg, you're just going to insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop. We're going to repeat this right here with the front leg of the stitch. So between the front leg of the stitch and the vertical stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop. And then you're going to knit stitch right into that vertical stitch, and then we just repeat. So between this stitch that we just cast on and the next one, you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop. And then repeat that right in here. And then you knit stitch, and right here. And then this last one tends to tuck into the side, so you'll have to separate it. And then just cast on, and then cast on into the final stitch of the row. And there you go. And again, you just complete a regular return pass. Now you're going to repeat rows 1 and 2 until you have a total of 23 rows, not including your foundation row. So you are going to end in a row 1 repeat. So, do that, and then I'll show you how to do the bind off. All right, so for your bind off, your fabric, I guess, should look like this, because you're going to do a row 1 repeat at the end. So to cast on your bind off, you're going to use the same stitches or similar stitches to what you did for your row 2. So you're just going to cast on like you did for row 2. So once you have the first stitch and you've got 2, what are these called, loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over and pull through both loops. And then you go to the next stitch and do the same. So you cast on, and once you have 2 loops, you close as a single crochet. And then you're going to knit stitch, single crochet, and then there you go. So I guess you could just say you single crochet all the way through, right? But then once you get to the end, we're just going to chain 1. It's going to make a nice little knot, and yeah, you can cut your yarn. So, but I am almost there, so now I just want to finish. That way I can show you. All right. Yay, we single crochet at the end. And then chain 1. That makes a knot there. Cut your yarn, pull everything, and there you go. And that makes your little square.